Ciarán Cuffe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Lisbon. Bom dia. Good to be with you. It really is. It's good to be here where the land ends and the sea begins. It's good to be on the edge of Europe. And looking out on the sea this morning, you think back to navigators 500 years ago looking out and wondering what the future would be. We're still wondering what the future will be, particularly across the oceans. And it's been a tough time. It's been a tough time over the last few years for the Greens around Europe, with elections in my own country of Ireland, in Germany, in the Netherlands. But even despite these tough times, there is a lot of hope out there. And there's been some success, even in the last few months as well. But it's not an easy time when big men are attacking the pillars of democracy, when big men are showing us their killings in real time, when big men are acting as spokespersons for big tech. It's not good when our former allies in Washington are now working hand in glove with big tech. It's not easy when war continues in Ukraine and when a fragile peace in the Middle East is broken every day by killings. It's not easy when what should unite us, sport and song, is deeply politicized. It's particularly not easy when Trump is awarded a peace prize by the Football Association. But despite all of this, we will be proud and loud about what we are achieving. I'm so proud of our councillors, our MPs, our MEPs, and our party members who are working to ensure that the green dream survives and prospers. I'm proud of our successes in Norway, here in Portugal, in Denmark. Vula talked about 5 mayors in national cities, capitals around Europe, but we got 5 green mayors in Denmark as well. Let's clap for that. And it's a time when we have to really keep talking about the green transition. We have to ensure that the European Green Deal continues. We have to ensure that we have an economy with values that prevents child labor in developing countries, that protects the Amazon, that protects big tech from taking over our lives. We have to have social protections that gives every child opportunities and freedom. We have to keep the environmental progress that is protecting our common home. And to do this, we need a strong Europe, a Europe that does not bow down to the imperial will of the US, Russia, or China. Just yesterday, we saw the United States publish a national security strategy. Given the choice of profit or planet, they absolutely put profit first. And Europe's future lies in a faster green transition. It lies in an economy with values that protects us. It lies in the social protections that gives every child opportunities and freedom. It really does. And climate has to be at the heart of this, because the Green Deal offers a clear and predictable path towards the decarbonization of our continent. So it is a time for greater ambition, not rolling back. Belém made progress, but it was insufficient to align with the climate, with the Paris goals. And we know that we are doing good work, but we have to double down on that. And here in Portugal, we see great progress on wind, on renewables, and there is so much more potential. But it's not just about the green transition. It's about providing for the basic needs of our citizens. On housing, We await a plan from Brussels in a few weeks' time, but we have to control short-term rentals that are driving residents out of our cities. We have to allow member states to spend, so we have to change the fiscal rules. We have to make greater use of empty and underused buildings, and we can see that in Lisbon. We see what needs to be done. And there are models around Europe from Vienna that show us that we can meet and tackle the housing crisis. We also have to ensure that rights are protected, labour rights. There's a general strike here in Portugal next week, and the clear message is that governments cannot ignore unions. Rights have been hard won, and they must be protected. We have to ensure that people are not working to 0-hour contracts. We have to ensure that the hard-won rights are protected. Here in Portugal, like elsewhere in Europe, there are discussions about migration. And it's crucial that migrants are not vilified. We cannot adopt the rhetoric of the far right. So many people who have come here are fleeing violence, they're fleeing persecution, and they are doing tough jobs here in our countries. They are the farm workers, they are the carers, but they are also the surgeons in our hospitals, the teachers in our schools. We cannot use this inflammatory rhetoric against migrants. It is dangerous and it has consequences. Finally, I just want to look to the future. I want to look beyond the dark clouds. And I'm sure those navigators 500 years ago, they looked out at the sea and they had to take a deep breath and venture forth. And that's what we have to do as well. We've a lot of elections coming up next year. In Hungary, in Slovenia, in Cyprus, in Sweden, Latvia, Denmark, in Scotland, Armenia, Bosnia. So many places where the Green voice has to be heard. And I have hope. I have hope for the future. Luís de Camões, the Portuguese writer, he said, "Mudam-se os tempos, mudam-se as vontades." Time changes, and our desires change. But our focus will remain on people and planet. Like the great Portuguese navigators, we must set our course by the stars, not by the lights of every passing ship. Welcome to Portugal. Have a great conference.